We are happy to welcome in, fresh off the practice field, a star senior center, a back-to-back Letterman who was second-team All-Mountain West last year. He is Alec Johnson, joining us now on San Diego Sports Leader XX 1090. Alec, Craig Elston back in our Mira Mesa studios. Thanks a lot for some time.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, I really am fired up for this season, Alec. I was at a media day on Monday, got the chance to see you in the offensive player group, as well as all the defenders, and, of course, Coach Long. And this, to me, for Aztec football fans, is a really exciting year because you guys get the opportunity really to set that new standard now that the Lindley-Hillman era is over. Coach Long really coming into his own in his third year, and you've really got a chance to grow and build into something.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited for this year. Should be fun leaving the Mountain West, so hopefully we leave it on our terms. So I'm looking forward to it.
Alec, let's talk about your career a little bit at San Diego State University. You started off playing a lot of left guard, and you made the transition into the middle of the offensive line and to the center position. What is that transition like as a player?
Oh, it's pretty easy. I was a center in high school, and so once Trask left, and I knew that I was going to be moving to center, it was a pretty smooth transition. So hasn't been too bad.
What is the biggest key to offensive line play in your career so far that you've found?
Just continuity. All five guys need to be on the same page and just work together as a unit is key, and that's the most important thing that I've noticed here at San Diego State.
Yeah, my dad played college football as a defensive lineman, but he always told me the offensive linemen were the smartest position group of any of the players. Is that the fact?
Sometimes I think the tight ends on our team are pretty smart too, but the offensive line has to be smart because there's a lot of we have to work through a lot of things on defense. So we have to be a pretty smart group.
You know, it's amazing because it really is a position where you have to use your mind. But I think when people watch football, I mean, there's so many collisions, and you guys are often looks like glorified mud wrestling if you don't know what's actually happening. It really is kind of a unique combination of the mental and the physical.
Yeah, it is. It is for fans. I'm sure sometimes it looks just like a big group of mess, but there's quite a lot of things going on. So.
Now, Alec, I thought an interesting note, which the Media Relations Department at San Diego State University made note of in your bio, but also passed along. Due to an injury last year, you wound up playing, I believe it was in the Army game, with a broken hand, a broken right hand, and you snapped left-handed. Now, I heard that that's not even all that unusual for you, but how do you manage coming in to just switch hands and still manage to not fumble 15 snaps away?
I'm left-handed, so in high school I snapped left-handed, so it was almost going back to what I learned, so it really wasn't bad at all.
Well, then why did you snap right-handed?
Just when I got to San Diego State my first year, they told me to snap right-handed. It was easier for the quarterbacks, so I had to learn how to snap right-handed, and so going back to left-handed when I broke my hand, it really wasn't bad at all.
So you're actually all right with that. Now, the only problem is, though, you still have to put that broken hand down in the turf for every snap, right?
Yeah, that was the tough part. I was trying to block people with a nub and a cast. So that was the hardest part about breaking my hand, was trying to deal with defensive linemen with a messed up hand.
Now, you always hear that in the trenches, there are no rules and all is fair. So is everyone going after your busted wing at that point? Are people taking pot shots at your hand?
I don't think so. I don't think people were going after my right hand. I think maybe they saw that I wasn't really blocking too well to that side, so maybe they went there a little more often. But I don't think anybody was taking cheap shots on it.
Just a speed rush to the right. I get it. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Alec, tell me about the situation now. First couple of days here of training camp. Obviously, there's a lot of enthusiasm, and you've already had the opportunity to go through spring practice, summer ball, and the like. But a real different situation now with the quarterback situation yet to be determined, as opposed to the last 4 years where everyone knew it was going to be Ryan Lindley.
Yeah. There's competition. Every day we're coming out here and competing, and the quarterbacks are no different. So these first few days, everyone is just trying to do their best and come out and complete passes and lead the offense. So it'll be interesting to see in the next couple weeks how things shake out.
Do you have a preference as a center? Does it matter?
Oh, not at all. No, both of our quarterbacks I have the utmost confidence in, and really all the quarterbacks. I've faith in all of them. So I really have no preference.
Ryan Katz, Adam Dingwell, Jake Bernard, some of the guys we're talking about. Our guest on the Western Exterminator Hotline is Alec Johnson. He is the starting center for San Diego State here on San Diego Sports Leader, Double X 1090. Now, left tackle, an interesting position in that you've got Bryce Quigley, who has been a tight end for the Aztecs, making the transition to go over there and protect whomever the quarterback might be on the blind side. I know at Media Day you were talking about how for a tight end who's got blocking responsibilities, making the shift into the offensive line, it might not be as dramatic a transition as maybe an outsider might imagine it to be. What has that transition been like for Bryce so far in your meetings and in the early days of practice?
He's picking it up really good. It seems the transition is really smooth for him. He put on some weight, so now he's just getting down the responsibilities and blocking schemes, and he's looking really good. He's transitioning really well. I'm really excited to see what he does this year.
Overall, when you look at this offensive line unit, I mean, yourself and Nick Embernati, you guys are the leaders setting the tone, right?
Yeah, we've been playing for a while, so we kind of have to lead the young guys and bring them along, and hopefully we'll do some good things this year.
What do you envision this offense looking like for the fans who come out to Qualcomm Stadium? When the Aztecs have success offensively this year, what's that going to look like to the fan?
We got to run the ball. Running the ball sets up our whole offense, and that's where things start up front. And so running the ball is where our offense is going to start, and we can work things in off that run game. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I look at your running back core, and you look at Adam Wema, 5'10", 205, Walter Casey, who we know, 5'9", 190, Chase Price, 5'8", 200. You got some little fire hydrants running back there.
Oh, yeah. They're shifty. There's some good backs. We have some good depth this year, and so I'm really excited to see what the backs can do and let them cut them loose this year. Should be fun.
Well, Alec, I really appreciate the time now. I don't want to let you get away without mentioning that you're also an academic All-American honoree. Tell me a little bit about your career as a student athlete at San Diego State University.
I'm studying business. I studied marketing, so I was fortunate enough to get some good grades. So, yeah, that's pretty much it academically.
So what are you looking at that when you move forward? Presuming, of course, your professional career, 10, 15 years, of course, pile away all the millions of dollars in the pros. And after that, what are your career plans?
I really have no idea. I'm kind of open. I don't really have any plans right now, so just kind of playing it as it comes.
Keep the nose tackle off the quarterback, Craig. That's my short-term goal. I get it. Right on, my man. Well, listen, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time. I know that you've got a whole sweat worked up. You're coming right off the practice field. I'll let you go get cleaned up and get on with the rest of your night. But thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And thanks again to the Media Relations Department as well. I'm looking forward to talking Aztecs football every night here on the night show when I'm in on this shift because I'm behind you guys, and I'm looking forward and hoping that you'll have some big crowds out of the queue this year.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, Craig.